So we're going to make a scallopine of pork today. And to do it, you want really thin sliced pork. You see, this is like about 1/8 of an inch thick. And we're going to put that in this pan right here, where I have a little bit more of that wonderful Umbrian olive oil. So let me get those going. And these are only going to take about a minute to cook on each side. I aimed a little badly on that one. Get them in the pan. And you really got to watch these now because you don't want to overcook them. So we'll let those go for a while. Now let's come back here because we're going to have to turn over the scallopine to the other side. Something like this is really bland by itself. We've got to give this something to bring out the flavor. So a little bit of salt and pepper goes on these. A little coarse or fine sea salt. I like to use sea salt in all my cooking. And then a little coarse black pepper goes over the top. And I'm almost ready to take these out, so I better take out the ones that I have already in the oven for you. And if you're doing these, if you're doing a lot of these, this is a little trick that I have. You want to make sure as you do them, you want to keep them warm. So if I'm having a lot of company, I make these up in little batches like this as I'm doing them, and I put them in the oven just to keep it warm. You want the oven on maybe 150. So that stays warm. This is a cultivated mushroom. It's nothing more than a adult size button mushroom. So a button mushroom goes from a button mushroom to a cremini to a portobello. So about a cup of mushrooms for the dish. So these go over here, right in this same pan. And now what we want to do is cook those until these mushrooms exude their juice. So I'm going to turn the heat up a little bit on this now and give this just a little bit of olive oil. Just a little extra bit of olive oil. Umbrian olive oil, that really nice spicy tasting olive oil. And allow these mushrooms to get soft. We're going to have something called a green sauce. And a green sauce, a salsa verde, is very, very typical in Umbria. And here we have some flat leaf Italian parsley. Flat leaf, not curly. Curly's wonderful if you want to decorate a plate, but it has absolutely no flavor. So you want Italian flat leaf, and here we have some wonderful fresh basil. This is not going to work with dried herbs, so don't even think about trying it. We have about 3/4 of a cup of the parsley and a 1/2 cup of basil leaves packed. And over here, I have a pot of water. And all we really want to do is blanch these. So I take them and put them in the water just until they wilt down. Now, why do I do that? I do that to set the color, just to set the color of the leaves. So put them into boiling water, and meanwhile, you have ready some ice water. And here I have a bowl of ice water. So I'm going to take these out now through a strainer and plunge them right into the ice water just to stop that cooking, just to stop the cooking process, and then press out all that excess water, and then bring them over, and you put them on some paper toweling. See how nice and green that stayed? Beautiful. And then all you want to do is get all that excess water out. Sometimes what I do is just squeeze it out, just like that. Get all that water out. This is going to be part of our green sauce. And now we can cut this up. And we just want to chop those up, because now we're going to put these into a blender. Okay. And this goes right inside. like that. And now we're going to add some butter. About 12 tablespoons of butter. I know it sounds like a lot, but this makes a great sauce. Put a little bit of, or put all the butter in actually. Butter. Garlic. If you like garlic, put a lot in. This is about 4 cloves of garlic. And some chopped walnuts. They go in. And then a little smidge of lemon juice goes in. Does this sound good? Put the top on. And hopefully, you need to add a little liquid. I'm going to add a little olive oil. All right, we have liftoff. That's looking much better. That looks just about right now. Should be nice and liquid, and it's beautifully green. And now we can put that right in with our mushrooms. Not all of it, but some of it. The rest you can save for vegetables later on. And now we mix this around, and we go back to the oven for those scallopine, if you remember. And here they are, nice and warm. And all I want to do now is put those right into the sauce and mushroom mixture. And then they're just ready to go. I'm going to turn the heat up on that just a little bit now to get that really well covered. Look at how beautiful this is. Now you know why Umbria is called the green heart of Italy. So get them really well coated in the sauce and let them reheat